So I'm going to start my interview with the obvious question. We have to start by talking about the Backstreet Boys.
Of course.
Where your journey began exactly 30 years to the year, isn't it?
30 years ago, yes, April 20th, 30 years ago. We were not formed, but that was our first performance as the group that everyone knows. For me, it's been 31 years because I was the founding member. So
Yes.
I met the band's creator, Lou Pearlman, back in 1992. So yeah, it's been a long time for me. More than half my life. So,
Yeah. Oh, of course. I mean, do you ever look back at the journey and you look at, the fact that you were the first boy band to top the US album charts in 3 different decades, which nobody's achieved. 100 million records sold worldwide. Best-selling boy band of all time. When people say stuff like that to you, what goes through your mind?
I pinch myself because it's just, when you're young and you aspire to be someone or be something in this industry, you set goals. Some are realistic, some are unrealistic, and you just want to have longevity. That's what we wanted, is to have a career and not to be, as the phrase of like being a flash in the pan. We wanted to have a long career, and here we are 30 years later, still going. We're taking a year off, and then in 2025, we got something big. I can't say what it is, but we got something
teasing us.
big. Big.
That's going to be amazing. We're definitely going to be looking forward to that.
Yes.
And like you said, you're still together, which is really challenging for many boy bands. They're not. A lot of them are not still together, and you guys are still together. I would probably say you were the founding member, but I would also say you're probably the thread that keeps the whole band together. I remember you went on Oprah a couple of years ago to talk about your own personal challenges, and at that time, you as a band weren't together, but all of the bandmates decided to come on the show, surprise you, and then it's straight after that you all sort of regrouped and reconciled. So would you say you're the thread for the whole group?
I feel like each of us kind of has a different role that is quintessential to the staying power and our bond. I try to be, I try to have middle ground with everybody. But like I said, everybody kind of has fallen into different roles, which is it just happens organically. Some of us might be better set for live performance creativity, like production and staging and song choices. Others might be better on the business side. I'm definitely not the business guy. I will be the first to admit that. I am not the business guy. I'm much more of a creative person. But I've learned and I've tried to educate myself now more on the business side of things, because this is a business. We do run a business. We are running a company, Backstreet Boys as a brand. In the past, we were just go where you pointed, and we didn't really know where the money was going or where this was going or that was going. And now it's like we know the ins and outs of our entire business, and we also kind of set the bar for what is a good balance for us. We're all fathers, we're all husbands, we have kids, we have football practice and dance practice and these things and graduations, and we want to not miss these moments. So we need to have a healthy balance with our schedule and go, okay, you know what? I'm cool to go out for 3 months, but I need to be back for my daughter's graduation or for this or for that. Kevin now coaches his son's football team. So now that's another job that now he doesn't want to miss. So, as long as there's communication and there's balance, I think everybody really works well together.
Yeah.
But to call me the thread, I don't know if that would really be what it is. I think I just try to keep the peace and keep everybody, and the other guys would even attest to this. When we're off, I'm the one that reaches out to everybody to check in and say hi.
So you are the thread then.
Not a lot of the guys will just randomly hit me up and check in.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants their space, and we need, we're always together. So when you get a break, you want to take a break.
Yeah.
But I miss the guys, and I want to just check in and say, hey, how you been? How was your holiday? How was this? How was that? So I guess if you want to call that the thread, sure.
Oh, no, definitely. I definitely would. I think you are definitely that person, and somebody that I probably would really have probably like as a friend in my life. So
thank you.
That's really sweet of what you do in terms of checking up on your fellow mates.
Yeah.
So speaking of, obviously, huge success in the music industry, now you're already, the talk of the town with your new TV show. Tell us about how that happened and why you chose to host this particular show.
So a friend of mine hit me up almost 2 years ago now when we shot season 2. And he said, hey, how do you feel about hosting a TV show that films in South Africa? And I just heard Africa, and I was like, I've never been. I can't wait. Let's do it.
Holiday.
And he mentioned the name of the show was the Fashion Hero. And at first I was like, Fashion Hero, it sounds like America's Next Top Model, which is a great show. But I was like, I don't know if that's really me, if that works. And then I got on a Zoom with the show's creator and showrunner, Caroline Beignet, and within the first 10 minutes of us talking, I said, where do I sign? Wow. I'm in. This is incredible.
Yeah.
We need more content like this.
Yeah.
It is unlike any other show ever. Yes, it's a competition, it's reality, but it's a competition within yourself.
Yeah.
The show's tagline is a new kind of beautiful. Caroline comes from the world of like pageants and runway and models and fashion and all that, and knows the inside and out, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And there is definitely a stigma on the world of fashion of what is expected, what we as consumers see on billboards and magazine covers of perfection, and that's not reality, And now with social media promoting not realistic body image and this, that, and the other. So a show like this, we're trying to encourage that everyone is perfectly imperfect.
Yeah.
Everyone is beautiful inside and out. We have, on the season that I came on board, we had 22 countries from across the world,
Amazing.
ages 19 to 65. And everybody coming on the show, I told everybody day one, you guys are all winners because you're here, you're being vulnerable, you're full kimono open, warts and all, being real and raw, and hopefully inspiring the viewers. Because for me, I could relate to everybody that was on the show. I've dealt with my own demons. I still do every day. But to challenge these contestants, to challenge themselves, is really what this show is about.
Yeah.
And yes, there is a winner.
Yeah.
Our season 2 winner, Serge, he's from Australia. He is still crushing it. He's been on billboards, different brands. He's done fantastic. I've stayed in touch with quite a few of the cast members.
Yeah.
I've seen a few on tour, and they're thriving right now, even if they didn't win. The show gave them hope, gave them drive, gave them inspiration to be their true, authentic self.
Yeah.
And that's what the show is about.
Yeah, it's incredible. And what I really sort of found interesting was what you've just said is about, not being yourself and being comfortable with who you are. And it sort of resonates a lot with your own personal journey. I've been reading up when you were younger, you had a stutter, which was a challenge, but obviously you've overcome those challenges. But then it was also about, we talked earlier about your weight loss, your physical transformation, but then also your mental well-being and that mental transformation. And this show, I believe, looks at both, doesn't it?
It
the
does.
Physical as well as the mental.
It does. It definitely crosses all walks of life in the sense of whether it's mental health, physical abuse, domestic abuse, drugs and alcohol, body dysmorphia, all of the things that every single person can relate to. As young as probably 5-6 years old nowadays, you're seeing kids that are dealing with body dysmorphia or, online bullying and all these things. The suicide numbers went up because of social media. A lot of toxicity in the world and a lot of unrealistic expectations being put on this generation through social media, through television. And a show like this that really breaks it down and makes it more relatable and makes it real. And these are real everyday people just trying to survive the real world and living life on life's terms.
Yeah.
And this is a show for the whole family to sit down and watch. And I guarantee every single member of that family is going to be like, oh, wow, I've been through that, or I'm going through that right now.
Yeah.
And you'll root for that person and you'll root for yourself. And the real competition on the show is internal.
Yeah.
It's you competing with yourself and challenging yourself to be the best version of yourself you can be. I spent 12 weeks this past summer in Arizona on my own. I went to an amazing treatment center. I did a intensive outpatient program for mental health, depression, anxiety, trauma, going back to my youth and trying to find out why a lot of things have happened in my life. And come to the realization of, if I want to be my true authentic self, to now understand AJ as a persona. It's not who I am. Alex is who I am. Learning about boundaries, something I never knew was a thing. I've explained to a lot of my closest friends, my bandmates, when we're not working, call me Alex. That is who I am. Yeah. When we go into Backstreet mode, AJ, cool. That's my stage name. That's my persona.
Yeah.
It's a job. It doesn't define me. But I allowed it to define me for so long that I got a little mishmashed in the head, which is a lot of the reasons why I am the addict that I am. The drugs, the alcohol, the parties, the women, the this, the that.
Yeah.
I stayed in that mindset. I never turned it off.
Yeah.
And so now, knowing that I'm perfectly imperfect, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. It's amazing. You're so inspiring in that sense, because firstly, you're not shy to talk about that, and that is really good, because you could be giving a lot of other people who are going through that phase in their lives hope that you've actually overcome that. And obviously you've come out and you're looking amazing.
Thank you.
You definitely give a sense of the fact that you're very comfortable with your life at the moment. How does it feel when you remember that journey and the fact that you fought to overcome it and to get to the stage that you are now in this comfort zone?
I mean, it's still a journey. It's a lifelong thing. It's never, I don't ever want to get complacent. I don't ever want to just go, okay, I figured it, I figured it all out. I'm 45 and I'm still learning. I'm still growing. And that's okay, because I'm learning something new every day, whether it's about myself or about people around me that I care about, or helping others. Being an addict, I want to help other addicts. I want to help raise awareness for mental health. Mental health now is not being swept under the rug as much as it was. Now it's it's kind of a global epidemic, again, it's being spoken about now. It's being talked about in press, media, and film. It's not just, ooh, mental health. Ooh, no, we don't want to talk about it. It's taboo. No, it needs to be talked about. It needs to be addressed. Because in my opinion, just my opinion, everybody could afford a couple therapy sessions. Doesn't matter what because everyone has something. Whether it's big, grandiose, small, minute, everybody's dealt with their own demons, or they're dealing with them currently. And so to have outlets or to have ways to express yourself, or to see something, because everybody is glued to their phones or glued to their TVs. So cool.
Yeah.
If that's the world we live in, then let's push something positive in their face, not something toxic and negative.
Yeah.
And let's give them hope, and let's give them inspiration. And that's what the fashion hero is all about.
Yeah.
It's hope. It's inspiration.
Yeah.
So.
And I honestly think they couldn't have found a better host than you for Fashion
Hero. Thank you. This is my first time hosting, and I'm having a blast. Well, so I came on as a host, and now moving into season 3, still the host, now an executive producer, as well as a partner in the company. Brilliant. So I get to kind of get my feet wet, and as far as the creative process now, creating the different new competitions, and really kind of overseeing with my partner Caroline the editing process, the production value, all of it. And I'm excited because I've done some things behind the camera. I've directed a few solo videos of myself. I directed one of our videos for Backstreet Boys. I did Chances.
Oh.
I directed that video with my amazing co-director Renee Elizondo and one of my lifelong friends.
Yeah.
So I love to be behind the camera as well.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why I think you're the perfect choice is because the ethos of the show, in terms of, be happy with who you are. When I look at you, and also having, read and seen you in drag and on live on a TV show, which millions of people watch, and obviously looking at your amazing nails today.
Oh, thank you.
I haven't done mine, but you've got to see
I
your
need
nails.
to redo them, but they're holding up pretty well right now.
It really goes to show you're really comfortable about who you are now, and there's this attitude, and especially with people like yourself who are very much on public show, who have achieved global success. There's an image, isn't there? And you're not afraid to say, well, you know what, I'm not going to conform to a particular image. I'm not going to let you put me into a box. If I want to dress in drag, I'll do that.
Yeah.
If I want to get my nails done, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And I really think that's amazing, and that is the ethos of this show. So you are actually, the perfect sort of ambassador for this, and you're living and breathing everything that this show means.
I won't disagree with you. You are yes, you are hitting the nail on the head. Yeah. I am an open book. I love to kind of just express myself in any way, shape, or form. I don't really care what people think.
Yeah.
If I look like I got dressed in the dark, that's okay. I don't care. I'm comfortable.
It's a risk, isn't it?
It's a risk,
you,
but it's like
for your image and brand, as you say.
It is, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? Take it or leave it. As long as I'm comfortable, I'm gonna walk out of my room or my home with my head held high and confident.
Yeah.
No matter what I'm wearing or what I'm doing, like that's just what I think, for me, that's how I operate.
Yeah.
And you saw the transformation of a lot of these contestants on the show.
Yes.
Who came on, day 2 or 3, introverted, quiet, to like by week 3, they're telling you everything, and they're just open and they're enjoying it.
Yeah.
That's what the show's about.
Yeah. Those transformations.
Come out of your shell.
Yeah. It's amazing how, obviously you're very involved in the show now that you've also become producer. Do you ever find that you sometimes will film something with a contestant and you'll find something that they've had a journey on, very relatable to your own? So off camera, have you ever gone back and given any advice or supported any of the transformations?
I've definitely talked in between takes with a lot of the contestants where, they'll say something that I can relate to, or maybe I will give unsolicited advice or opinion just based on a personal experience.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, I'm not a shrink, but if me sharing my experience, strength, and hope with another person helps them even just in 1%, then I'm being of service, and I'm doing what I believe I've been put on this planet to do.
Yeah.
Which is to just spread love and happiness and joy, whether it's through music or TV or spoken word or whatever it is. Like I love people, and I want to continue to put positivity out there. So, and I'm a people person. So in between takes, we're all joking and messing around, or we're crying together, or we're laughing together, and that's what makes it enjoyable. Unlike a lot of hosts for TV shows, you see, they come on set, they do their shtick, they go back to their trailer. They don't really mingle or talk to the cast or whatever.
Yeah.
Me, I'm the opposite. Like, I don't want to go back to my trailer. I want to stay on set, talk to everybody, and
brilliant. Yeah, that's so good.
It's a big family.
Yeah, brilliant. And obviously, you're now looking for people to get involved for the coming season. How do people get involved? And
so if you go to the website for the Fashion Hero, we basically hold, I guess you could say it's not really a contest, but people submit their stories, they submit their background, and then people that go on the website kind of vote for each other, and we narrow it down to the actual amount of contestants that we're going to have on the show.
Yeah.
But we have about 40 million people that are going through the website constantly,
Wow.
But probably about I say almost 300,000 people that will submit, their stories and this, that, and the other, and then we, through a voting process, narrow it down. And we ended up this past season from 22 different countries.
Amazing.
Which is pretty insane.
Yeah.
But again, this is a show for everyone from every walk of life.
Yeah.
So we definitely we're looking forward to season 3 and seeing who's going to be on the show and seeing where they're from, and I'm excited.
And helping them develop, whether they win or not. There's a whole journey they go through. Isn't there?
Just showing up, you've already won, because you're coming there willingly to be vulnerable and to be an open book.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely. As we finish that interview, obviously a lot of our readers are big Bollywood fans, and you told me that you're also a fan and you love it.
I am becoming one, yes, and I'm starting to really get into it. I think it's incredible.
So I'm going to have a bit of fun with you because we know you're super, like big with music. You're now doing Super Amazing on television, and I'm just trying to imagine how amazing you'd be if you got a role in a Bollywood film.
I mean, we'll see.
So I'm going to give you a few dialogues, and you're going to copy me. Obviously, language is a barrier, but
I'll do my best. Yes. I apologize in advance if I butcher this.
I'm sure he won't.
But it's all in good fun.
It is. So
this is my audition, essentially.
Correct. So Bollywood directors, producers.
Oh, no pressure. Crap.
No pressure.
All right, here we go.
Watch this. Right.
Van Damme.
That's it. So this is romantic.
Okay.
Yeah, so you need to get a romantic emotion for this one.
Okay.
So this one is...
कुछ कुछ होता है अंजलि तुम नहीं समझो
कुछ कुछ होता है
कुछ कुछ होता है
तुम नहीं समझोगी
तुम नहीं समझोगी.
Do you know what? That is in take 1.
Really? Did I do it right?
Oh, amazing. Shall I translate what you said?
Yes, what did I say? Because now I'm like...
You could have said anything.
What did I say?
So basically, it means something happens, you will understand. So it's somebody trying to convey that they feel something for someone.
Oh, all right.
It's very romantic.
Well,
and it's really well. Now this one is a little bit abusive.
Oh, good. Oh, God. Abusive. I am not
But
abusive.
it's a very common dialogue in a lot of Bollywood films.
Okay.
So this is when the hero gets really mad at the, at the villain and ready to...
Okay, so like an action scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Right. So we're ready for this one.
Okay.
That's it. So this is Kutte Kamine.
Kutte kumine.
मैं तेरा खून पी जाऊंगा.
मैं तेरा खून piranja.
Close. The last one. पी जाऊंगा.
Pijanga.
Yeah. That's very good. Should I tell you what it means?
Yes, please.
It's a bit abusive when you translate it, actually. You dog, I'm going to drink your blood.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, no, but hey, if you're fighting to save your love interest, then I'm gonna kick your butt.
And now this one is a really good one. This is by one of the biggest legends of Bollywood film history. And it's a very famous dialogue because he's like a Robert De Niro kind of a character person in Bollywood.
That's my De Niro, by the way.
Yes. That's
he's
he's amazing. Somebody definitely give him a film, please.
Please, yes,
I'd love to see him on the big screen.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So actually, I forgot the dialogue myself. I better just right. So this one is Rishte mein hum.
Rishte mein hum.
Tumhare baap lagte hai.
Crap. What's the second one? Hold on.
Okay. Rishte mein hum. Rishte mein hum.
Rishte mein hum.
Tumhare baap.
Tumhare baap.
Lagte hai.
Lagte hai.
Naam hai.
Naam hai.
AJ.
AJ. That's my name.
रिश्ते में तो हम तुम्हारे बाप होते हैं नाम है शहंशाह.
Yeah.
That's it.
My name is AJ.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, I translated.
The whole line is, by relation, I'm your dad. The name is AJ.
I'm your dad. It's like Bond, James Bond.
Correct.
I'm your dad.
Yeah. So like
AJ.
it's like the Godfather kind of feel.
Oh, nice.
That I'm
Okay, I'm your dad. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my dear.
It's been a pleasure.
Absolute pleasure.
And I wish you all the best with the TV
Thank you.
series.